Hey, everybody. My name is Chris Lindsay. I am a certified Happy for No Reason trainer, which means I help people that feel stuck or have a lack of purpose or living in uncertainty or just in a funk to live a happier life, learn skills, practical, proven skills that help to increase your happiness. I know how it sounds, and people always kind of give me that kind of look when I say it. But the truth is that happiness is an internal job. So it's not about walking around with some silly smile on your face or false positivity or burying your head in the sand about the reality of what's going on in life. It's about cultivating this inner sense of peace and ease and joy in your life despite your outer circumstances. So I'm doing a series of a couple of videos that are about how happiness and your health are linked. So if you're on a health journey, you're working at developing a lifestyle that's a healthier lifestyle, happiness certainly comes into play. There are tons of research and data out there about how happy people are healthier and healthier people are happier. So I'm going to pull up a couple of slides and we'll jump into some of that. So let me grab those slides really quick. Share, share, share. Here we go. Yes, so happiness and health go hand in hand, absolutely. The happier you are, the healthier you are. But did you know how strongly that they're linked? So some research shows us, the data shows us that happy people are 35% less likely to get sick. That's wild. I mean, your immune system, and there's so much that you're going to learn over this series that's going to talk about ways to boost your immune system and support your happiness and your health. Cortisol levels, which we've all heard about. Stress, cortisol is that stress hormone. Cortisol levels are 32% lower in people that are happy. So if you're happier, you're actually lowering your cortisol. Sleep disorders, and we know how important sleep is for our health, for our meeting our health goals. Sleep is so vital. Sleep disorders are 47% higher in people that are unhappy, people that are struggling in some way. Plus, this statistic really surprised me. Happy people live an average of 9 years longer than unhappy people. So I'm here to share some information, some data, and some tools that are going to help you in your own life and those around you as well. So the first thing we're going to talk about is my definition for happiness. Happy for no reason is having an inner state of peace and well-being that doesn't depend on your outer circumstances. And here's what I call our happiness continuum. This is kind of a scale. This is an interesting thing to look at to see where am I at today? Where and you could be at a couple of places all in one day, right? We've all been there. But at one end of the scale, we have unhappy. This is your just general unhappiness. This is, I'm in a funk. I don't feel like moving off the couch. I don't have any energy. I don't have any motivation. The only caveat to unhappy here is grief. Grief is its own thing and does not fall onto this scale at all. This is just generally, I'm depressed. I'm in a funk. Happy for a bad reason is a place where addictions live. This is, I could be addicted to or happy for a bad reason, could be addicted to food, drugs, alcohol, scrolling on your phone, videos on TikTok or Instagram, binge watching something on Netflix where you just keep going, well, I'll just watch one more, I'll just watch one more. It could be shopping on Amazon. Oh, I'm going to order this, I'm going to order that. And all of these things, sugar falls way into this one. All of these things They give you little hits of dopamine, right? They make you feel better. That's what's happening. You're getting in your brain this little hit of dopamine, and your brain goes, "Ooh, I like this. Ooh, this is fun. Ooh, this tastes good. Ooh, this is great." But then what can happen is you can get in a habit or a pattern, and you become addicted to that hit of dopamine. So that's why it's happy for a bad reason, right? That's not sustainable over time. Happy for a good reason is where most of us think happiness lives. This is the great things in our life, right? This is, I won the lottery, I got a new car, I'm living in my dream house, I met my soulmate, my finances are great, I got a promotion, I got a raise, my health is great, my scan came back clear. All of these things are wonderful, and we want more of them in our lives. We love these. This is what enjoyment of life is. But what happens if you lose any of these? What if your money disappears? What if you get laid off from your job, or that perfect person decides maybe it wasn't so perfect and they leave you, or you get a bad health report? What happens to your happiness? It plummets. And that's because these are based on external factors. These are based on things outside of ourselves to make us happy. And certainly we want happy for good reason things, but that's not where happy for no reason lives. Happy for no reason is cultivating this inner state of peace and ease and well-being despite those things, like building that muscle to say, you know what, things are going to work out, something better will come along. You start to build this inner sense of groundedness, and that's what I'm talking about when we talk about happy for no reason. So I want to do a quick, let me stop sharing for a second, because I want to do a quick exercise with you guys to talk about the two main energies in our universe. And I talk a lot about this in my program, in my longer program. I actually talk all the time about this in my longer program. And those two main energies are contraction and expansion. Everything in the universe is contracting and expanding all the time. And the only way that I can really explain this, or really the best way to explain this, is to have you experience it. So we're going to do it together. We're going to feel totally silly doing it. That's okay. Shut the door, go in the garage, do what you got to do. But here's how it goes. So I want you to do it with me right now. We're going to do this thing right now. So I want you to tighten your body up. I want you to tighten up. Clench your jaw, like squish your face up really grinchy, tighten your gut up, and say out loud, I feel so happy. Did you feel happy? Probably not, right? Probably not. You probably felt silly, but that's okay. So we're going to do the opposite. Now we're going to put our hands up in the air. We're going to bring our energy up, put a big smile on our face, and say, I feel so depressed. Did you feel depressed? No, no. You can't feel happy when you're contracted, and you can't feel depressed when you're expanded. So we'll start using some of that language of contraction and expansion, because it kind of takes the story around away from it. Like, how do you notice contraction? So in my longer program, I talk about contraction in the body and how that shows up. And let me get those slides back up so I can share that with you. Thank you for doing that with me. That was way fun. Way fun for me. I don't know if it was way fun for you. But here's what contraction in the body looks like. So when we feel contraction in the body, we feel stressed, right? It's just general stress. We're eating a bunch of junk food. Our system is all unbalanced. We're not breathing fully, like we have shallow breath, or even holding your breath. Oftentimes in times of stress, people will say they hold their breath. You could be dehydrated. This is, you're not drinking enough water. You're feeling like you can't get off the couch. You have no energy, being a couch potato. Frowning. We don't notice when we're frowning, right? Like oftentimes we'll have this look on our face and someone will go, what, what's the matter? Or you look tired, or you get those kind of comments. Frowning is contraction in the body, ignoring body signals. That could be something like, I've got pain, my stomach's not feeling great. And instead of saying, okay, what's that about? Maybe I need to do some stretching. Maybe I need to massage that. Maybe I need to go for a walk. Maybe what did I eat? Maybe I ate a bunch of junk and it made my stomach, my whole digestive so feel not so great. So when we ignore our body and we just, cover it up, ignore it. We're going to take something to make that pain go away, and we're not listening to our body. Those are ways contraction shows up in the body. Can also show up in place of disease, right? Disease or disorders. So you think about those words, dis-ease or disorder. Where are you lacking ease in your life? Where are you lacking order in your life? Those things manifest in our body. And it's not helping us with our goals to being healthy, right, and moving us forward. So you look at the other side of that coin of expansion. So everything that we do is about moving into expansion. Instead of feeling stress, you just feel good, right? We have a sense of well-being. And oftentimes it's interesting, we don't notice when we feel normal, right? When we feel good, we notice when we don't feel good. We notice when we're sick, if you've ever had the flu and then you finally turn that corner and you're like, oh, thank God I feel better, right? Just noticing that sense of feeling well, feeling healthy, eating fresh whole foods instead of eating processed foods. Like, you know what, instead of this bag of chips, I'm gonna have some fruit, or I'm gonna have a salad or something better for us. Having a balanced system, having those building blocks that we need for our system to do its job. You have to have these nutrient building blocks for our bodies to have balance and to maintain balance. Breathing deeply from your stomach, like low in the belly, such a great way to reduce stress, to get grounded, and to feel happier and healthier in your body. Drinking plenty of water instead of being dehydrated, drinking healthy, clean, clear water, having an active lifestyle. And here's the thing about the active lifestyle is we often think about that as exercise, right? And it's like, oh, I should do this, I should do that. I have this gym membership. I haven't been there in 4 months. I used to do jazzercise. Maybe I should do that again. Here's the thing about having an active lifestyle is it's implementing something you enjoy, right? Something that brings you joy. That could be, I'm going to go for a walk around the block. I'm going to ride my bike. I'm going to go outside and garden. I'm going to move my body. I'm going to dance. I'm going to do whatever makes you happy. Because if you go into exercise and you start to build this active lifestyle with something that you're really not loving, it kind of counterbalances the whole happiness piece, right? You want to feel happy. You don't want that to stress you out. You don't want to feel like that's a have to or a should. So the key to an active lifestyle is to choose something that you really love to do and enjoy doing, and do it consistently. Even if it's 10 minutes a day, doing something consistently starts to build this habit. And once you build that habit, you've built a lifestyle around it that's more active, that's more moving, and you love it. And you know what? Probably once you get started, 10 minutes will be a breeze, and you'll lose track of time. You'll be having so much fun. Smiling is so good for you. Did you know that when you smile, especially if you add laughter to that, you literally boost your immune system for up to 6 hours. 5 minutes of smiling boosts your immune system for up to 6 hours. That's so crazy to know, right? So smile more. Notice when you're smiling. Notice, bring that up and do that. It's so good for your health. It actually shuts down cortisol and increases endorphins, and endorphins are a natural painkiller. We're going to get into some of those happy hormones in some of the sessions that are coming up, so pay attention to that. But know that when you smile, it's a natural painkiller and you're boosting your immune system. Yay, you. It's awesome, awesome. Listening to what the body needs and wants. This is like, have you found yourself ever like standing at the pantry and you're like, I don't know, like you think you're hungry? Like, I don't know, I want something here. And it's just because you're on autopilot. Like, oftentimes for me, I find I'm thirsty more than I'm hungry. Like, oh, you know what? I'm going to drink a glass of water and see how that is. So, listening to what your body wants and needs. Do you need to stretch when you have that pain? Do you need to pay attention to your diet when your stomach gets a little bit funky? Listening to that is so important. So I hope that these were helpful for you in learning some of these facts. And these are just some really basic pieces. And as we go through this series, I'm going to get more specific about actual actions you can take and looking at different things. And so I look forward to seeing you next time. And thank you so much. And because you are part of this program, I'm offering you a free gift if you're interested. It's a free coaching session. So it's a 1 hour coaching session with me where we kind of say, hey, what's going on? What are the obstacles? What are you facing? What are the obstacles you're facing? How can we move through those? Like, what would that be like? Go through an actual coaching session. And if you've never done coaching, I totally get it. It's like, I don't know what that is. I've never done it. It seems a little bit intimidating or weird. But here's what coaching is. Coaching is kind of like the opposite of therapy. Therapy says, this happened in your past and that's why you're here today. Coaching is the opposite. It says, well, here you are today. Where do you want to go? And let me help you get there. I can help you to uncover limiting beliefs, negative thoughts, obstacles that could be stopping you from making the changes that you want to make in your life and living a happier life. So if that's something that's interesting to you, take a picture of this or screenshot this slide, take a picture of the QR code, and that'll take you to my website. So my website is called Be You Live Happy, all spelled out, Be You Live Happy. And I look forward to meeting you and seeing you again in the next video. So let me stop sharing really quick. Thank you so much for your time, for your attention, and it is my absolute passion and purpose that you live a happy and healthy life. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks. Bye-bye.